Hello and welcome. It's a dawn of a new day, so my goal today is to go ahead and finish that landing pad on top of the refinery. So let's go ahead and start out by doing a quick tour now that I've gone ahead and finished greebling the interior. And I made a couple small changes outside or inside the refinery itself. So let's see what it looks like. Um, so first off, we can come on in here. We've got a little armory right here. The doors automatically close. Over here, we've got our nice little reception desk, and I went ahead and put some posters on up. Second airlock leading to the habitation center there. Got a few more things up here. Um, as you can hear, the hydrogen engines are on. We will be walking in there in just a minute. Coming on over here, you can see the timer block lighting up. I am or I'm kind of sure, maybe, that this is not airtight, but I could be wrong. But it doesn't really matter because we've got those Willis ducts going on. All right, coming on over here, we have our little bathroom right here. And you'll notice there's the Willis ducts on top as well. And that's just helping transfer between the top and the bottom. Kind of wish that I could cover that, but whatever. Coming on into here, you can see I went ahead and put a pair of event controllers in here. So one of them is going to go ahead and turn the hydrogen engines on when power on the batteries is low. And if you come in here, you can see maybe recharging, maybe not recharging. But if I come into here, you can see I now have my batteries at above 20%, so it's slowly going up. And then this one is also monitoring those same batteries. So effectively what I'm doing is I have the hydrogen engines turn on when the batteries drop below 20%, and then they are going to turn off once they get above 50%. Basically, want to use up a bunch of fuel if needed, just to make sure that everything keeps running. But if I step back a little bit more to get away from them, but I don't want to use a ton of fuel if my batteries are fully or are charging at a reasonable rate. Make sure that the wind turbines get some use. All right, coming on up the stairs now, we get to the upper level, and you can see I have a corner office right over here. I have my break room right here. And then another pair of offices over here. All right, and then got one more bathroom over here. And that is also attached to the door. And then got the roof access, more blueprints. So let's come on up to the roof here. All right, so I do have a Willis duct here. There's a fan right there. And then as we come up here, we can back away from the engine noise a little bit. I did go ahead and put some piping inside. I guess I should probably show that. Probably fastest to come in this way. And we can see up here that I went ahead and basically ran some pipe up that side. And then I've got it connecting here and there. All right. So now that we are out here, I have a couple things that I want to do. First off, I want to go ahead and run from this conveyor. I want to run a pipe out to somewhere around here and to go ahead and put down a landing pad. Second, I want to go ahead and turn this into an airlock area. So it will go ahead and fully enclose that and also make it so that way I'm not wasting too much air. So let's go ahead and get started with that airlock. And start by grabbing a whole bunch of steel plates. So I want to start by going ahead and sticking a light armor slope here, like this. And then keep that up there. Alright, so I will have my slope here. And I will note that if I open this, you don't hit your head at all coming in and out. If you were to go ahead and put like a 45-degree angle or like a whole block here, you wouldn't actually be able to fit through. So then let's come on over here and I need to keep this area open. There we go. It's if I want it completely centered, I would go ahead and put a whole block there, but then that would mean I'd have a cutoff right there for the conveyor. So we're going to skip past that part. Alrighty, and then I need to go ahead and put something on the front here, so that way I have that covered. I'm going to go ahead and just put some half armor blocks here. And there we go. Alrighty. And with that, we can see it is now cold outside, so let's go ahead and step in really quick. And once the door closes, it's warm, so we are now fully pressurized right in here. And then we can come back out here. Alright, so now that we have that done, I want to go ahead and put my landing pad up here. Now, for the landing pad, I don't want to go into this armor because that would... railings. I need railings. Anyways, so I don't want to go into this armor because if I try and put a conveyor through this armor, it will not pressurize down below, and I want to keep this whole area pressurized. So I'm going to have to run it across the top, and I think I can get away with basically just going up kind of a single level. So right about here is the center line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and basically stick right here an inset connector. And let's go ahead and make this the black color. 1, 2, All right. So with the inset connector there, I have the connection point on this side. You know, let's go ahead and just build that. So yes, confirmed, we do have the connection right here. And then what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and have at least, you know, the 8 blocks surrounding be kind of like full blocks. So if I come here to start, I can start with a conveyor tube right here, and then I will come out 2 with that, and then switch to piping. I need interior plates. Oh, I need pipe there, a curved pipe here, and then conveyor pipes there. And as you can see, I have upgraded my weaponry. And I went with the MR50A because it uses the same ammo as interior turrets. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's go ahead and pipe this up. There we go. Whoa! Okay. Going back to railings. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this pad and then get some railings up so I stop falling off my building. Alright. So when I come on top of the connector here, I want to go ahead and put inset lights on each side. So let's go ahead and get started on that. 1, 2, 3. And then I will be able to go ahead and change those to red so that way they are identical to the ones in there. Alrighty, next up, let me see here. I want to angle out a little bit. So if I do, see, what I could do is kind of a half block there. Look at doing something like that. So now I get kind of like this oval shape. I've got space right here to go ahead and bring up a ladder. And then I can just kind of put some railings up around the outside so I stop just taking a nice leap of faith. Um, yeah, let's do that. So the only other argument that I could make is trying to kind of do an inset slope over here. But can I find the pieces to do that? Let's just do a quick check. So that way it kind of like dishes out more. If I come into here, dum, 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 hmm. Ooh, actually, I like this. So I could kind of do. All right, let's redo this. Woohoo! All right, so if I'm going with this, then I want to put those down there. And then here I can go ahead and do this. And over here, is there a slope out that does what I want it to? Do, 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 do. There we go. And then here I can grab these slopes. Alrighty. I like that look better. There we go. Okay, so now that I'm up to here, let's go ahead and start. Uh, I want to stick the construction components. Let's go ahead and grab construction components. Where are my construction components? Ah, here we are. There we go. Alright, so if I go ahead and I place the grated catwalk here, that would allow me to now place one here. And then
Energy low.
here I can do stairs. There we go. And then, let's see here. I come into railings, diagonal, corner. All right. There we go. All right. There we go. So got railings up all over here, and now I can come on down here and also place some railings here. And now I need more construction components. There we go. Ah! Oh, that's gone. Let's actually go ahead and do a little bit of difference there. And actually, I can just go ahead and put a corner railing here. Um, okay, let's go ahead and do a straight one here. And then I can do there we go. Alright, so I just need to grab a bunch of small steel tubes, and I should have everything that I need for this.
Energy critical.
Alrighty, so with that, I now have my landing pad. Oh, wait, need more construction components. And once I've got that, it's time to test whether or not my little mining ship can land up here. Alright, and 2% power. Let's quickly come and get in this. So open the hangar. And then all right, line things up. And looks like I want to be this way for easy access in and out. And we can also close the hanger. All right, so it fits-ish. Could go ahead and kind of dish that back end out if I wanted to. But it's enough that I could go ahead and park up here. And now my hangar is available for me to build another ship if I so desire. Alrighty. So I think that's about all that I want to do here. Let me just go ahead and do a quick tour around the base. See what we see. Let's go ahead and take this tree down because I know it's going to be in the way soon. There we go. Yes, fall on the building. Clearly that's what we want to do. Luckily, the buildings don't take damage from that. So I need to put a little assembler building in. I need to put some ore containers in, so that way I can dump all my ore into like some silos or something. If you've ever watched Engineered Coffee, he has a great little base, has definitely inspired some of my own designs. And having those separate ore silos also means that I can go ahead and hook them up with some sorters that will automatically pull all the ore out of my ship and put it in. So I can just dock, let it do it, and then immediately run off and do something else again. So let's see. Ore assembler, I need to have a farm, because, algae crisps do get a little tiring after a while. And then I think once I've got all that in, it's time to go ahead and build my little spaceport, so that way I can start building some space-capable vehicles. So, planning out, and we will see what happens. I think next up should be the ore and then the assemblers, and maybe finished component storage. Um, yeah. Alrighty, so if you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.